I see. Welcome to the No Code Machine Learning web app. I think the best way to go through it is just to dive into data and let's just see how the web app guides us through it. So here's a data set. We've put it in. So let's see what it does. So it gives me a summary of the input data. I'm not going to go through too much into detail. It lets you walk through the data itself to make sure it's uploaded correctly. It seems like it's doing some kind of cleanup steps here. It's asking you what the target column is. So what column are we trying to predict? In this case, it is a database of wine quality. And even though the wine quality are numeric, they're actually categorical. Like you cannot, in this case, have a wine quality of 6.5. You would round it up or down. What it does next is seems like it's giving me the option of filtering as well as for the data review. So it's highlighting things that it's looking for. It will bring out categories, something like this, high cardinality. So this could be the wine name or the ID number. If it does find something like that, it's going to highlight it and kind of guide the user through, well, is this something you really want in the data set? Is it adding value? Could this just be an identification column that you need to get rid of? So it kind of, as much as it guides, it also educates the user as to what the concept behind the machine learning algorithm, like how is it going to be looking at these data sets or these columns. Gives you the option of removing additional columns. In this case, you're looking at string mismatch. So we say male and female, if they're spelled in uppercase versus lowercase, a generic machine learning model is going to consider that to be two different categories. So it's going to guide you in case something popped up here. It will say, well, these are the different categories. Are you sure they're not the same thing? If they are, then please update the data. In both of these columns, you can see what they're really doing. The web app is doing is identifying columns that might be indirectly giving out too much information. So the feature to target column is looking at overall columns. So think of like age, if you're trying to predict age, but there's also an input column that is the year of birth. So it's indirectly giving out the right answer. So it will bring that up, highlight it, kind of guide the user as to, well, this might be the conflict it's creating. Are you sure they're truly independent columns? Similarly here, identifies data duplication. Some data sets duplicates are great. Some data sets they're not acceptable. So it just highlights it, guides the user as to what the concept behind it is, and lets the user make the decision. Similarly, outliers, for some items, outliers are great. For some analysis, for the others, it's completely unacceptable. So the user can decide what to do with it. This is the final data, and then as you can see, it's giving you a random forest result. In this case, it's 70%, not the greatest, but not too bad, assuming you had no idea what data went in, and you just kind of came up with this, as well as the feature importance plot.